Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I don't know what time zone you're in, but guess what? This is the time zone of elevation, growth, and change. Welcome newcomers if you are new to my channel. I am Ariana Ray, and those who have been here, thank you, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you guys, and I'm so happy you guys are here because listen, this video is going to help you to get your dream body. I'm disclosing secrets that have been overlooked by personal trainers and health and fitness gurus. Please stay tuned. I promise I will not waste your time. And let me tell you, the gems that I'm spilling today have nothing to do with macros, calorie counting, and working out. But before we get started in this video, I want to do our command our day statement. I will not conform to the things of the world by letting myself go, relaxing my principles under life's pressure, or doing things in the moment that won't benefit me long term. But I will be transformed by the renewing of my mind, by repeating positive thoughts in my head and being aware of social influences and how they affect my behavior. Just a little background of why I created this video. For those who are new to my journey and don't know anything about me, I started my fitness and health journey in 11th grade of high school. And basically I was trying to lose as much weight as I could for this dance program I wanted to do in college. Long story short, I ended up slimming down a lot, getting to 190 pounds. And while in college, I kept going between 190, 196, 190, 197. So one day, I don't remember how, but where I woke up 230 pounds.
Guys, welcome to my channel. I have good news and bad news. The bad news is I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I was on this journey last year. Gave up after being discouraged. Used to have packs. Now I have.
And I made this video because I know so many people can relate to me in regards to either having goals for yourself and never getting there, or getting somewhere near your goal and falling, and then trying to get back and then falling, and never being able to get to a point where you supersede and you meet that goal, and so you're able to accept higher goals and you're just elevating. So this is why I made this video, so that wherever journey you're on, whether it's to improve your physical appearance, whether it's to improve your health, this video is definitely for you. There's 3 things you need to understand to get where you really want to be. The first thing is the limits of willpower. The second thing is your attritional hindrances. And the last thing is the power and effects of cognitive distortions.
Now you're probably like, what in the world did this girl just say? Because she's not speaking English.
But throughout this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what I'm talking about regarding those 3 points. And I will reflect and show you how this affects where you are in getting your dream body or getting to your health and wellness goals. Okay, so let's start with my first point, which is willpower is limited. A few people know that willpower is limited. A case study was done on willpower, and it talks about how willpower gives out just like your energy gives out during a workout. Literally, when you're working out, you get out of breath, you get tired, your muscles get fatigued, and it's the same thing with willpower. And if you want an example of how willpower is limited, you probably have experienced its limitation. For example, you go super hard, 3 hours at the gym or 2 hours at the gym, and then after you end up losing self-control and eating whatever after the gym because you just expended all of your willpower at the gym.
Or we can use another example that has nothing to do with working out. Let's talk about studying. You ever studied so long for something and then didn't feel like doing anything for the rest of the day, or didn't get to do like the other things that you planned to do for that day?
It's because willpower is limited. That being said, when you're on your own journey, you need to learn how to conserve your willpower. And I'm going to explain why this is important. If you find yourself expending your willpower always, you're just gonna find yourself never meeting your goals because you're just gonna keep going strong and then losing it, going strong and losing it, instead of conserving it so that you can get to your goal. How can you conserve your willpower? You can conserve your willpower by being aware of attrition. And attrition is basically when you're being weakened by outside pressures. Google's definition is the process of losing strength or effectiveness of someone or something because of outside pressures. Now, what does this look like? You being disciplined and being dedicated to working out and eating healthy, and then outside pressures would be you have a new spouse, or someone passes away in your family. Just pressures, like lifestyle pressures that will alterate the course of your fitness journey. These are attritions. With these conditions, with any of these attritions that you may experience, it can lead to a lapse. And a lapse is basically when you return to an old behavior that you're trying to shy away from. And over a couple of lapses, when you keep lapsing over time, it results into a relapse. And a relapse is more serious because relapses can result into stagnation. Like you just giving up your goals, or you deciding, I guess this is not for me. And then you end up becoming plateaued and never getting to where you need to be. So ultimately, your results can look like this: a hill, up and down hill of never reaching your goal because of your attrition and because you didn't realize that your willpower is limited. So now that we have built our awareness of the limitations of willpower and attrition, let's both, and I include me in this too, let's both make a decision that we are no longer going to go onto these roller coaster hills of never reaching our goals, but we are going to reach our goal, and then we're going to be able to set new goals and reach those as well. How are we going to do this?
I'm going to act like a teacher, and I'm going to assign you guys homework.
And I pray that you take everything that I say seriously, because I know it will help you, because it's helped others and it's helping me currently. So first, I want you to brainstorm a whole list of things that you have faced while trying to be dedicated to your fitness and healthy lifestyle journey, and the things that messed it up. So for example, whether it's a food that you keep constantly going back to, or whether it's you put too much restrictions on yourself so you don't feel like doing it, or if it's work, like you don't have time to do it because work is always in the way. Just make a long list of those, and then select a few that you want to focus on for the month or a couple of months. And after you create that list, find some counteractive activities to throw those attritions off. Please do not let this list be dormant in your notepad. Put it somewhere where you can see it, or try to rewrite it every day. I personally, if I see something, I probably won't read it. So I personally will rewrite something that I want to remember, something I want to be aware of. Because once you create this list and you mentally begin to hear them and see them, you will be convicted if you see yourself. Like if you get into one of those moments where you see yourself falling out, your mind will repeat what you've been writing, what you've been seeing, and you will automatically do the right thing, without expending that willpower that's limited. You can't just, that's not the only way you're gonna conserve your willpower. The second way you're gonna conserve your willpower and get the best results is if you are aware of the common cognitive distortions. I'm about to get excited. I'm about to get some goosebumps, because listen, when I read about this, I was like, I can relate to this so much. And I believe that So many people are going to be able to relate to this, and when they become aware of it, nothing's going to stop you. Nothing. So there are about 6 common cognitive distortions, and there probably are more, but these are the most common. Number 1, jumping to conclusions. And you know what this is. This is basically forming what others think about you into a conclusion, or putting a conclusion on yourself. Another cognitive distortion among the 6 is magnification and minimization. Minimization, either blowing things out of proportion or belittling things that are extremely hazardous to yourself. Another common cognitive distortion is all in or nothing. I am definitely able to relate to this. It's like, if I can't work out for an hour and a half, I'm not working out. There's the overgeneralizing, those people who just lead something to something else. The 5th one is personalization and blame. And that's basically blaming yourself or blaming others for why you can't move forward. That's common cognitive distortion, which a lot of my friends said they were able to relate to, is labeling. An example is assigning yourself something that you were never attached to in the first place. That being said, write down these common cognitive distortions. You can read a little bit more on them, but I would love for you guys, as I have done for myself, to write down common cognitive distortions that fall in whatever category, and find ways to counteract those thoughts, because you do become your thoughts. If you are a person who is jumping to conclusions, saying, if you're under that common cognitive distortion, and you always jump to conclusions saying, well, my family never gains weight, so I don't see. No, change it to, I'm gonna be that person in my family that gains weight, that reaches that muscle maximization that nobody in my family has reached. Write those things down, and like I said, do not dormant them, because you will become your thoughts, and that's where the hidden secret is. When you learn that willpower is limited, you won't see yourself falling back and relapsing over and over again and never getting to your goals. When you realize what is holding you back, what's weakening you, you can prepare yourself with creating a counteractive attrition list so that you won't fall into old habits when you face something that throws you off. You can keep going. When you realize that what's been holding you back is the way you think about yourself, oh honey, nothing's about to stop you now, because I just disclosed the secret of getting the results that you deserve. So you are now going to reach your goals. You're going to set new goals for yourselves and new expectations, and soar high and get to a place that you never thought you would be. That being said, God bless you guys for watching this video. Comment down below if you have any questions. Connect with me on social media. And back to your old habits that weren't good for you. And over a couple of lapses, when you keep lapsing over